Hello, welcome to week 2 of our Rebuild Your Core series. Today we are going to just need a yoga block if you want one, and a Pilates ball. If you don't have a Pilates ball, you can use a yoga block, or you can use a kid's ball, or even like a pillow. Just use what you have. So let's get started. We're gonna come down onto our back for some breathing. So you can put your arms around your ribs if you want. 5 deep breaths here. Getting that good mindset of good breaths, going out into your ribs, your back, your pelvic floor. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Okay, come on up. And for this next one, we're going to do breathing in seated position. So this can get a little bit more tricky because more muscles are involved, and sometimes those compensation patterns show up. So we want to make sure that you are on your sits bones, directly on top of them, not behind them with your pelvis rolled under, or in front with your pelvis rolled forward. We want to be neutral, and sometimes it can help if your pelvis tends to be rolled back. It can help to sit on a yoga block like this to kind of roll yourself forward. So if you want to do that, great. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to take 5 deep breaths here. It can be a bit trickier in sitting. So just make sure that you're still feeling that breath. Go out into your back here, into your pelvic floor. 1 more breath here. Good job. Okay, we're going to go into our workout now, which we're going to start in the other half of the bird dog. We did the bird dog with the arms the other day, but now we're going to do our legs only. So remember those spotlights on each of your hip bones here. So those are going to aim forward. We want to keep those aiming forward. We're not rocking our pelvis back and forth. All right. So we are not going to alternate our legs. We're going to do one at a time. So go ahead and inhale with me. Exhale. Pull up that pelvic floor. And zip up that core. And 1. We're doing 10 of these on each leg. 3, 4. Exhale with each rep. Remember, exhale on the effort. Here's 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Go ahead and release that pelvic floor and core. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Pull pelvic floor and core up and in. And other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one here. 10. Okay, good job. Now we're going to go onto our back. Grab that ball or yoga block, whatever you have. Stick it between your knees here. Make sure those feet are nice and close to your glutes here. And go ahead and inhale. Exhale. Pull pelvic floor up and in. Zip up the core. And as we raise our bum off the ground, we're going to squeeze that ball. Exhale. As you come up. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going for 15 of these. 10, 11, 12, 13. Make sure you are using your glute muscles and not arching your back. And last one. If you tend to arch your back, it can be helpful to tuck your pelvis under a little more. Remember what we talked about in the last week, how we want to pull up from our pelvic floor and low abs to create that pelvis tuck. So make sure you're not clenching from the back to tuck your pelvis, but pull up through that front of that pelvic floor and zip up through the low abs. That'll tilt your pelvis naturally. So try that on the next set. All right, and now we're going to do modified side plank, which you can modify this any way that you want to. Go back and watch my how to modify any exercise video if you need some clarification there. But I'm going to be modified here up on my knee. I'm going to be here for 30 seconds. You can do this with both knees. You can put both legs out. Make sure you're not compensating in your core. You can also bring this up on a chair or even against the wall or a counter. If you feel this in your low back on this side that's near the ground, you can make a kickstand leg here to help you roll forward. You want to roll your hips forward, and that helps it become more in this front side of your body instead of your back. 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side with me. Okay, inhale, exhale, draw pelvic floor up and in, zip up through that core. Make sure those hips are shifted over. And as you hold an exercise, you want to do little exhales to help you keep that core engaged. We don't want to hold our breath. So that looks like this. Instead of holding your breath. Holding your breath can make you bear down, which we do not want. Three, 2, 1. Awesome job. Let's go on to our second set. Back into those bird dog legs. Go ahead and take a couple breaths here before we start. Make sure you're not holding any residual tension in that pelvic floor. So inhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in, and on this exhale, we're going to pull that pelvic floor up and in our core. So ready? Inhale. Exhale. Zip up through that pelvic floor and core. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 10. And onto the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that pelvic floor and core up and in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those headlights facing forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Grab that ball. Stick between your knees. Make sure those heels are in nice and close. My kid's coughing in the background. All right, inhale, exhale. Pull that pelvic floor up and in. Remember, tilt that pelvis by using the front of that pelvic floor and the low abs. And that will help keep it out of your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Use those glutes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome job. Back into that side plank. Inhale, exhale. Pelvic floor comes up and in. Zip up through that core and come on up. Remember, don't hold your breath. We also don't want to collapse down in this shoulder. We want to be pushing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides with me. Inhale, exhale, pull that pelvic floor and core up and in, and I hope you're feeling the heat on these exercises today. We're going to get more and more challenging as we move along throughout the weeks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That is it for the workout portion. Let's move on to our cool down, which we're going to do some adductor rock backs with a spinal twist. So we want to bring that tailbone directly back to the wall behind you. We are not tucking in as we go in, go down, going straight back, okay? So start there, and then we also have this arm, same as the leg that's out. We're going to bring it through and bring it up here, okay? So let's start with the rock back, and twist. 2 here, rock back, and twist. 2 more. Last one here, rock back, and twist. Good work. Let's do the other side. Go ahead and rock back with that tailbone and twist. Oh, my back popped. Rock back and twist. Rock back and twist. 2 more. Back, twist. Last one here. Rock back and twist. Okay. I want to just mention one thing. Do not be tempted. Well, you can be tempted, but don't give in to the temptation to skip the cool down on these. Mobility is so important for healing your core as well, so don't skip it. All right, now we're going to do some side opener breathing. So just come into crisscross position. You can put your hand over here on your side and pull that arm over. We're breathing into this space here. 5 breaths here. Last breath here. Other side. Inhale. Two more. Last one. Good work. And then on to our last 3 breaths to just relax that pelvic floor. Make sure we're not holding any residual tension. Again, any position that you want, that you find helpful for your pelvic floor is great. I'm just going to be on my back today. Go ahead and take 5 breaths with me here. There's 3. Feel that pelvic floor expand. Let go of that tension. 1 more breath here. Okay, come on up. Thank you for joining me. I am so proud of you for making time to do this, and I'll see you next time.